Welcome to Perfect Guardian, and I'll tell you how to teach a child to write. Now, writing is a vital stage in communication that begins with clear and logical thinking. No one is a born writer. It is the persistence and practice that makes one. You suddenly realize that this fact when you read something that could only have been written by a 5-year-old. Then someone tells you that this is a work of a college student or maybe someone more qualified. School reports are always accompanied by such horror stories of how students cannot express with clarity or even write a straight sentence. You do not want this happening with your child. So the best and correct option is to start early. That is, teach writing when your child is young. Though no one is too old to learn, writing it helps to start early as children are more likely to take it up as a habit. Writing develops the left brain, which makes one think creatively. It helps one in arranging their thoughts and of thinking in a logical frame. When you teach children to write you not only furnish them with a means to express themselves but also give them an instrument to take their life forward. For ultimately, writing is the foundation of good education. Now I'll tell you about the basic requirements. Reading and writing is interdependent. Without reading, the child won't develop the interest to write. Reading also stimulates the child to write about, say, his or her own family or school life. Give a meaningful writing task so that the child can shape his or her thought process. Writing requires interest, and children will only be interested if they are made to understand that what is being written is of importance. You can make your child write messages, keep records and information, and express feeling as things are easily understandable to them. To develop a good writing skill requires practice. The more the practice, the better it is. Revise what is written. In this way, the child will understand what is left out and what needs to be done to make it clear. Now there are few pointers for the parents. The ultimate task of parent is to make writing easy and enjoyable. Provide your child with a place to write. A good place will encourage him or her to sit down and scribble. Make sure that the place has good lighting and is as far away from any distraction as possible. Keep enough materials ready. Materials are the first step in attracting a child. So provide plenty of papers, pens, pencil and crayons. Give plenty of time to your child. The child must think a lot before writing. Be responsive. Understand the ideas that your child expresses. Ignore the mistakes to focus on the idea first of all. Once the child can effectively jot down the idea that he or she is thinking, then the language can be straightened later. Take a positive approach and always praise and say something good about the writing. Gently guide through the mistakes. Now what you have to do? Make the child do real. The best way to do this is to make the child write letters to a relative or a friend. The child will be able to visualize more clearly what to write when he knows to whom he is writing and what's the purpose. Make your child develop a habit of taking notes. Make him note down details of any outings or trips or events. In addition to developing the writing, this will help in becoming more observant, which is the hallmark of all good writers. Discuss or brainstorm with your child. This will help them to put their thoughts in order. Talk with your child about the impressions and help them describe people and events. To write regularly, encourage your child to keep a journal or diary. This not only offers good writing practice, but it also provides an outlet for venting feelings. Now there are some teaching tips that I am going to give you. Teach your child to love writing. You can do this by making writing fun and important. Show them how to write notes and let him or her mimic you by writing their own. Make up stories with your child and teach them to write them down. Later you can even give them a scenario and encourage them to build and write a story around it. So thank you. Please subscribe to my channel Perfect Guardian and give your comments.